सबको मेरा नमस्कार. This is International Master and FIDE Senior Trainer Sekhar Sahu welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Chess Session to this intermediate training session. Welcome Amita Mehta, Bassal Parikh, Clara Alonso, Dina Patel, Ramakrishna. Yes, I will discuss Catalan, but not today. I need to prepare model games and then I will discuss how to play white side of Catalan and Benoni for black and white. All this I will come one after another. You know, this is International Master Techner where black is tall in Yugoslavia 1957. Tal was just coming up very fast in the international arena. He was absolutely brilliant young player at that time, talented. So this position, it is black to play. So I will flip the board. So please think, how should black continue? I give you time, 3 minutes, not more than that. 3 minutes. Time starts now. So find out what should black do now. Evaluate the position, make a plan. First evaluate who is better, why he is better. Then you should know what to do, how to do. Sekhar Sahu, what will you do now? Black to play. Dina, Dina says F6. No, no, Dina. Your bishop diagonal is good. Don't close the diagonal. Why you want to close? Why you want to do that? Because if F5 then backward pawn, this will create a backward pawn. No. Think again. Ramakrishna. Hello, Tanmay Azmera. Black to play. No, rook c4, rook into c4, then he will play b3 and take. It's not a great thing. It's rook into c4, I do not agree. Rook into c4 is not good because b3 will pick up rook. You will be pitched down. You will be pitched down. Welcome, Sritu Nandi. No, I am giving you time. Think. I am not asking you instant answer. Take your time. 2 minutes सोचो. You have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. If you play b3, you will take and the rook reaching seventh rank. There is a very simple method. You know, very simple method. Hello, Birabhadra Singh, welcome. Birabhadra Singh says Rook C7. No, not the best move. Not the best. The whole point is, I will tell you, your bishop and this gunning, gunning, rook. So this is a target. Target. The defender is queen. So queen c2. He is helpless. The main defender is the queen. Once the queen is gone, once you remove the queens in the eye of your mind, you remove the queens. ऐसा सोचो क्वीन नहीं है, इमेजिन. सो कितना बुरा हाल है. अभी ये 2 पॉइंट है. सो हाल वेरी क्विक. नाउ देयर इज अ थ्रेट 1, थ्रेट 2, थ्रेट 3. क्या कैसा बचा है? सो ओनली टेक. नाउ डिफेंड योरसेल्फ. ओनली मूव. नाउ डिफेंड. The point is, now if you place the typical move, bishop will come and rook is gone. Because rook, then this is gone. The power of the bishops. So, very nice move, queen c2. Very nice. कुछ नहीं, gone. दो बिशप के लिए अभी तो pawn है. मारा मारा मारा. But you have a pawn and 2-1 majority. 2-1 majority and initiate. रूक के लिए दो बिशप है, लेकिन ये काम की चीज नहीं है. ये तो स्पेक्टेटर है. गैलरी पे बैठा है, देख रहा है तमाशा, कुछ नहीं कर रहा है. हो गया काम. कुछ नहीं है. फटाफट 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 आएगा सब. कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. नथिंग. उस पासपान खत्म. आइडिया. रुक इनटू बिशप. काफी है. कुछ नहीं कर सकता. चेक एंड नया क्वीन. नया क्वीन. So this is very, you need to see opponent's weak point, उसका strength and weakness. For example, even now I will show, दो मैं वो गेम को कम से कम 5 बार दिखाया, वापस में दिखाऊंगा, क्योंकि आपको थीम भूलेंगे नहीं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी ये खराब मूव दिया, कोई बात नहीं. दिस इज ओके. वन मूव इज नॉट लूजिंग. नाउ बैड मूव. White is very strong on center. Now e4, e5 is coming. Like Petrosian and Karpo, now e4, e5 is coming. You can't do e5. So, rook, pinning, double the rook, move. Okay. Now, all the dark square, this one, and all the dark squares. Queen is the defender. अगर queen नहीं है, so he will have problem on this point also, and all the dark squares. So, Botu here simply exchange queen, which you cannot decline. Because if you go queen, you are overloaded. You are overloaded. Knight into e5. Anyway. So even though the pawns are doubled, I will exchange, and now the position is gone. जो भी है white का ही. White will dictate the turn. तो डिफेंडर को एक्सचेंज कर दो, बस बस हो गया, इतना काफी है। See, 1930, Botvinnik knew all this. So you need to study. The main defender को exchange करो, बात खत्म। Okay. उसके बाद अभी sometimes opponent is attacking. So exchange a queen, exchange an important knight. Again. Same thing. Please don't forget the theme. Exchange is the main defender. बात खत्म। चलो भाई पीछे जाओ। अभी सरेंडर द बिशप, बिशप सरेंडर करो, ओनली मूव। अगर रूक एट आएगा S3 में गया। अभी बिशप इज बैडली प्लेस्ड, अभी ये थ्रेट का कोई जवाब नहीं है, गया गेम। सो यू हैव टू प्ले बिशप इनटू नाइट। ओके, नाउ हाउ मेनी बैड थिंग्स, दिस इज ऑल नॉट गुड, देन दिस इज अ टारगेट एंड दिस इज अ टारगेट, ये दिस इज गॉन, टोटली गॉन। दैट मीन्स इफ आई एक्सचेंज द नाइट, ये जो नाइट गया तो रुक रुक सेवंथ रैंक आ जाएगा, thereafter आई विल हैव एक्सेस टू सेवंथ रैंक, ये खत्म। अभी नाइट को एक्सचेंज करना ही है, करो। अभी मारेंगे तो पास पान आएगा, देयर इज एडिशनल प्रॉब्लम्स आर कमिंग, यू एक्सचेंज, यू आर वेलकम, वेलकम पास पान। सो ये आया तो मारा मारा, दिस इज सो द पॉइंट इज ऑलवेज लुक एट हु इज द की डिफेंडर ऑफ द पोजिशन हियर। इसको इसको क्लिपबोर्ड में है, होगा शायद, जाना। So here the key defender, here key defender is simple queen c2 में गया, lost, कुछ नहीं कर सकता है after this, not whatever you do, loss of material is guaranteed। rook c4 तो बच नहीं सकता है, bishop into pawn बच नहीं रहा है। So let's go to some action practice। I told you, no, that Mongolian, I mean Varna Olympiad, Fischer was only 18-19-year-old boy. So he is playing in the preliminary. When you play pass through preliminary, then you go to the final in Olympiad. So in the preliminary round, the American team meet Mongolia. So Fischer asked, "What is your name?" Chang Chung Chung Chang Chang. He could not recollect what is your name? Chang Chung Chung Chang. Then he wrote any Mongolian player. What to do? Then the game went on, and the story was told by Robert Bryan. Robert Bryan was in the team. There were strong GMs. Robert Bryan was there. Bill Lombardi was there. Larry Evans was there. You know, there were other, there were 2, 3, 5 grandmasters. Paul Benko was there. So they were all very strong grandmasters. And Fisher was young. So everybody will meet in Fisher's room in the evening. They will show their games. And Fisher, while showing the game, he will comment, this is good, bad, plan, this, that, and all. And then the move came here. This is a bad variation. I already told you. That this is a bad variation. Now, in the game, this is the trend, but I showed you a game here, Bishop G5. This is also very strong. I don't know whose game I showed you that Bishop G5 is very powerful. But here, Fischer played this. Okay, normal. I stopped that one, C4. So H4. Now Black is insisting to play C4. So he played pawn push. Now pawn into pawn, you have to capture, otherwise pawn down. You have to capture the pawn. Only. Now bishop exchange. So this is normal. This is very logical. But here, Fischer burst into laughter. This is a position which is actually very normal, because now you have to do something, because you want to exchange. So he is bringing e6, toppling nd5, bringing to queen to f6. So here, at this point, he laughed so much, he fell on his chair and went to the floor. He just laughed and laughed. So here he played Knight f5. Game over. Double attack on the bishop. Mate is unstoppable. The mate is coming. Definite mating attack. Nothing stops. So here takes. Now knight into. Now he gives. The point is after knight into, you should not play mechanically, but bishop into bishop. Bishop into bishop. No, king into okay. Bishop into bishop. Now pawn into queen. There is a mate. Pawn push. There is a mate. So here you cannot take pawn into queen. That means अभी mate को बचाओ. So he comes knight into. Idea once again he is giving a threat. Threat is rook check, queen check, followed by rook double. Idea, suppose you do some time pass move. Let us say just for sake of check, check. Now you come here, rook. I think I think this check should win. Maybe there is no need to do. Just queen is coming, pawn push is winning. So here check. Did I overwrite? Check. No, I think I overwrote it. But anyway, it is all hopeless position. Okay. So just I leave this. I leave this. Two games, live games of there means action games, action-packed game of Rashid Nazmet. Hello, Marth Godani. Opening, Polgowski was a very well prepared player, and he was a master of Sicilian defense. So naturally, Rashid avoids the theoretical path, going for Rosolimo and castle quickly. So the knight has entered with a threat. See, this is very well played. Not ND2, passive move, and C3, nothing possible. The whole idea, when you take a player, will think of this. Now, he plays here onwards, the game is exemplary. You cannot take that. Then queen will come with a threat, both rook and knight. So, queen, castle. I will tell you, now already black position is very difficult. Now you should concede. One should not be greedy. Now you better just surrender the piece, actually leave the piece and develop quickly. Now it is very greedy move. Greedy move. Attack defenses come. You are actually what happens? You are inviting the rook against the king. You may ask me what is the danger? क्या हो क्या रहा है? कुछ तो नहीं हो रहा है. इसमें क्या है? इसमें क्या है? You will play this and castle. So it looks like that. No, just observe. Rook. Now he plays pawn. Black is preparing to bring bishop g7 and castle. So now he is giving a threat. First threat. For example, if you play bishop here, knight into pawn is coming. Threat. So ये जो problem of inviting the rook, he comes pawn into okay. Now queen into okay. Dependent. Now how should white play? It is like you need to have a feeling for open line, for king in the center. You need to be a master in this aspect of the game. I will tell you, Russian youngsters are trained in young childhood only how to punish an uncastled king. अभी the position already ये heavy pieces तैनात हो गया है. So already the heat is coming. यहाँ पे pressure है. So what to do? Now create a threat. Now the point is, if you come here, then bishop will enter into the e7. Into e7. So there is a problem. So he plays queen into pawn. बोला अभी queen will come back. कुछ नहीं होगा. This is an illusion. कुछ नहीं होगा. Illusion. Rook enters. Already e7, f7. अभी कर क्या सकता है? So better go and try to castle. What will you do now? क्या करोगे अभी? What should white do? Ramakrishna gives knight f7. Correct answer. Correct answer. Well played, Ramakrishna. Now you cannot take with the knight. You have to take with the king. But now the sacrifice is correct. But you have to now conduct the attack. Execute the attack correctly. What will you do? How to execute your initiative? Yes, Clara Alonso, Dina Patel, all congratulations. But what will you? How to continue the initiative? No. You don't capture. You see, you cannot give so much material. Already you are a piece down. You give the rook, there is no direct. He can return material. Don't give. You are already a piece down. Don't give a rook. There is no certain win. Tina Patel says queen check. Queen check. Now again attack. So queen f4 check. Tina Patel, you are right. Check. The point is, if he will return here, then bishop f4, bishop here, and the threat is too dangerous. The threat is dangerous. This is bad. So if you come here, bishop and bishop should win. This is winning easily. Now the pawn falls, the piece falls. So you cannot play bishop f6. Queen check, you have to go back. Now rook into pawn. So bishop is attacked. I gain time. This is attacked by 2. So bishop has to move. Rook counter. But now this position is very easy because you simply eliminate the dark square, color complex. Check and queen e5. Yeah, d4. I think this is correct move because this is in danger. 1, 2. So this is most correct way to play. Not going passive move, attack. One made threat and threat. So yeah, and this is defended. Lost. नहीं बच पाएगा. So I will tell you here a player should do only castle. If you ask, chalo, our best player Vishwanathan Anand. What do you want in the opening? He say, I want to castle and control center. That's all. You ask now the letters Magnus Carlsen. What they do? Just develop your pieces and castle. Do not do attack or do some greedy move for pawn hunting. Don't try to improve. Just castle and control center. Bizu kai nahi. So here the problem he is inviting. अभी ये पोजीशन में काय को तुम खेला. Now already see ये मारा ठीक है. क्या आ गया. Okay. Now what you have to do? Why this move? You complete. You forget the pawns. You forget the pawns. You come over here. So he will take. Okay, or queen into bishop here. Now rook castle. इसमें क्या रखा है? Or you may go queen c7. You don't give the pawn also. So queen c7. Queen c7. Right? Now queen c7. Next castle. So a smooth game. I mean, there is a lot of fight left. So white is little better already. Already white stands better. Queen e3, whatever. But this sort of moves, keeping king, attack, you are inviting a white piece. So at the moment the pawn is not important. The king is important. The king, the pawn is not important. So just castle quickly. You never know lightning कब आएगा आसमान से. Thunderstorm कभी आएगा. Olugowski versus Nesmet. Olugowski is white. Rashid is black. White is little better here. White position is little better. Because this is called old Indian defense. Old Indian defense. Nothing wrong. He could have played also here knight f3. This is also good move. Good move. Because you surrender the center and if you come, tempo is this is a good position. This is a good position for black. So here this is correct move. Okay, Polugowski played this. Nothing wrong. Okay. This is not good. Not good. See, the whole point is you are inviting the white pieces into the game. Now white has got ahead in development and center. You have surrendered the center. So black takes the initiative. Now it is better to play active knight f3, knight e5, and after this the position is roughly equal. Opening he got a good game, but now it has become equal. But still he is not willing to do. He played knight e2. Now black will punish. Punishment means you can't castle, so you are forced to play. You cannot castle. S3 is not a threat also. Now there is a threat. Castle means mate. These are all bad. So the only defending. Surrender the bishop, he says. Black has now better because center under pressure f4 is coming. The threat of f4, f3. Passive position. Very nice handling of attack. White has now thrown to passivity and white king in danger. Such players are very dangerous players. Rashid, Nesmet Dino, Ander Lilienthal, Yefim Geller. Now old players I'm talking. Mikhail Tal, Spassky. If you give them attack, they will not spare the opponent. No matter who is the great opponent, however great, they will be punished. Champions of kingside attack. Oh, I can go to modern players. Viswanathan Anand, Alexander Grischuk, Alexis Siro. All these are going for attack. The next plan he wants to play G3, and if you play here, this will hit G3. So he comes here. So tak to take now queen. So the reason is if you give a bishop check, it is not the best. It is possible. This is possible. This is no. I think no, not possible. So this is okay. So what should you do? The position, how black should continue the game. Okay, somebody says something is not important. I mean, Ludwig Pachman said to Fischer lost a game in Olympiad. Then Fischer was so angry. He was a young boy. He said, "Next time I will kill you." Fischer told Ludwig Pachman, "Next time I will kill you." So the next time Fischer lost again. Fischer tried too much to win and lost the game again. So बोलने से कुछ नहीं होता है. I was very young. Somebody started talking some teasing. I told 6 games I will beat you in a row. I told I will beat you 6 games in a row. Okay. So I was young. Today, I mean, I know that it is very rude and not correct to talk like that. Though I won, that's a different matter. But one should not behave badly to the opponents. Okay. So here, how to attack the position? Clara says bishop g5. No, 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 no. You see, I will tell you, you must not make unforcing move. आप सोचते हैं मैं ये खेलेगा, वो मार देगा और नाइट चेक आएगा. Do not take the moves which are not forced. ये जरूरी नहीं क्यों मारेगा ये नहीं करेगा. So please do not do anything which is not forced. अभी ऐसा सब मूव बहुत वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम है. Now white has black has attack. You will lose your attack. If you make one loose move, defense आ जाएगा. One loose move, he will get the defense. Rook f2 एक बार आ गया, डिफ अटैक खत्म. Once he get rook f2, खत्म हो जाएगा. So do not make unforced moves. Okay, why many openings name Indian? Because knight f6 is called Indian defense. I will tell you why knight f6 after this. What a game! What a game! Rashid went. So here he played the marvelous. You can see that pawn into knight is not working. Bishop check is winning. If you take now, this is the one. Bishop check will win. So this is the one. This is the one I need to target. I want to eliminate pawn into knight. Bishop takes d5 winning. So I want to target this, so I will get entry. So he played bishop to back. Now the point is still pawn into knight, rook f7, still bishop into check. You take bishop into knight, there will not be a check. All right, check. What will you do now? क्या करोगे अभी? क्या करोगे? The king, his monitor, is in danger. His, his majesty, his royal majesty is in danger. No, no, no. Let's see, at the moment there is one, two watching. So नहीं चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा. उसका गार्ड है, उसके पास गार्ड्स है, उसके पास गार्ड्स है, तीनों ये देख रहा है. आप मारोगे रुक इनटू, वो नाइट से मारेगा. आप मारोगे वो रुक से मारेगा. गार्ड्स. एलिमिनेट द डिफेंडर, एलिमिनेट द डिफेंडर. यहाँ यहाँ तो गार्ड है, इसको एलिमिनेट करो. दिस इज नॉट वर्किंग बिकॉज क्वीन विल कम. एलिमिनेट, मारेगा. नाउ नाइट. तो अभी ये ही विल प्ले, यू कैन प्ले 3, तो मैं मार देगा इसको, इसको मार देगा. सो यू प्ले rook. Now the whole point is he has removed guard. Now the guard has been removed because the knight is tied down to the defense of the pawn. So after the move, rook into will come. Rook into. Okay, I will tell you. Now bf4 here. Here what point? Here bishop into knight, pawn into. You want to do this, not the best move. I will take rook into. Not the best move, rook into. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how will you attack. That is why you be patient. Abhi there is no hurry. Abhi the rook is coming on the way. ये आ रहा है. So you have to. I have already told you. Where either you are attacking or you are defending. Keep your nerves cool. Eyes cool. Keep your nerves very cool. Don't be panic. Don't get excited. So there is no hurry. So he played knight. So now there is nothing. I am having now pressure. Abhi I am building up one. Now I am taking this so that the knight is pinned. After I take, then I can play bishop into, finishing the game. So he attacked, but now rook into. Idea double check and leading to mate. King को मैदान में खींचेंगे हम. We will pull the king into the garden. Double check. Check. No, not check, cool move. Discover check. So check. Check. No check. King. Check. 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 And next movement. Either mate here or mate here. Or mate here. There are 3 mates. This is a mate, this is a mate, and this is a mate. 3 mate. Choice is yours. The whole point is that this is important, that you need to. I will tell you. Yesterday only I told you. Yesterday only I told you there are 3 type of combination. One combination is checkmating combination. That needs a mating pattern in mind, and you calculate to exchange a piece or just clear a pawn or open a line, control a square. So checkmating combination, checkmate threats. Second type of thing, to win material. Third is positional domination, or I mean peace exchange, but not immediate gain but long term. A positional sacrifice for compensation. So third one is difficult. But this is also not easy because it is every probability will go wrong. So he is playing very coolly. See, he is playing very coolly after this move. Very cool. Now, very cool. Now again a cool move. Now if you do not do this, a player will throw away advantage. Huh? अभी everything बदल जाए. If you give this check, everything बदल जाए. तो ये आएगा नाइट को अटैक, सब कुछ बदल जाएगा। अभी आएंगे, लेट हो रहा है क्या? ये तो भी हो रहा है, बट वो क्वीन दे के खेलेगा। अभी क्वीन तो लिया है, ही विल गिव द क्वीन। तो रुक इनटू टेक, आई विल टेक। अभी चलेगा, फाइट से फाइट होगा, बट ही इज प्लेइंग नॉट फॉर मटेरियल बट फॉर मेटिंग। ब्यूटीफुल गेम। हेलो मुकुंद अग्रवाल, can you show some example of active defense? Yes, sure. I will show example of active defense. I have already showed the game between Gary Kasparov and Morzovic. Active defense. Okay, I will show once more. What is wrong? There is nothing wrong. Showing the line again. You see, this is called Fischer defense. So he gives a piece. Now he getting a tempo priority. So he plays defense. Now the rook line is open. So queen h4. Now defense. So attacking the bishop. The key piece in attack. Once the white square bishop is gone, the attack will not come. So he plays attacking the. So take. Now everything is controlled. Now go away from the line of the queen. Now he finds tempo. Knight comes out. Very more active defense. The position heavy line up. Heavy line up. If you will not play, other moves are just bad. Now queen is watching the rook. Queen is watching the rook. So this makes the move possible. ये तो गया, गणपत हो गया। अभी डायरेक्टली समटाइम इन दिस पोजीशन इफ यू प्ले पॉन पुश, अभी बिशप आया, सपोज इन दिस पोजीशन यू पुश, दिस इज बैड, बैड नाइट आ जाएगा, कुछ नहीं मिलेगा। अभी चेक किंग आ जाएगा, अनदर चेक बिशप आ जाएगा, कुछ नहीं, पतरा, आगे पतरा आ जाएगा। ये हिलता नहीं है, अरे ये हिल रहा है, हिल रहा है। बिशप आएगा मार मार के, रूक नो, नॉट स्टिल डिफेंडेड, दैट थ्री डिफेंडेड। So the correct timing, correct move. Here, tempo. This is active defense. Okay, I can show you a game, Fischer versus Karras. I can show you Fischer Karras. Paul Karras, a great player, deserved to become world champion, नहीं हुआ। किसी किसी का नसीब अच्छा नहीं रहता है। So luck also plays a role in player's career. White was Fischer, black was Fischer, it doesn't matter. Here, Fischer बहुत सारी गेम है। I think it is there. This one, candidates. So I will just check. So this now this is Fisher and Tal. Tal and Fisher, they both like this capture. Why? Why this capture? The reason is they want to exploit the square. The knight will come, knight will come, knight will come, knight will come. This is the idea. This is the main idea of capture. So the knight will be planted on f5 or d5. Both this was tall Fisher. They like this plan. Knight d5 will come. Okay, queen e2 हट गया. Now he overprotected the d5 square. So knight s2, knight d5 anyway, because of the target. Because of the target here, the target here. Tall Fisher both like this pawns. So, no, this is ये तो straight he outplayed it. Now the game here, I think not this one. Keras was black. These are white. You could be, could be Keras could be white. Keras could be white. In 60 memorable game, he has given this. Keras 59. This is both are 59. So the idea of Fisher is Keras had prepared this that pawn in. Now the rook is attacked, bishop is attacked. So bishop takes it. Now d5. The bishop is now imprisoned. So he gives the piece. This is ये तो one sided है. This is not active defense. This is not active. This is lost position in the. This is completely just bad, not working. No attack will come. So probably other one. I have to. I guess in his book 60 memorable game I saw it could be a draw. That's why I'm not getting here. This only I have saved loss and win only. I have not saved it. Okay, leave it. So an interesting move. For example, normally the queen is b6, then they play this. So that when you take it, queen into b2 is there. Normally they play queen b6 followed by nh6. So that queen is watching the pawn, but played directly. Now it is a psychology. Black is challenging white. If you have guts, you take and double my pawn. If you have guts, then I will have bishop pair and open 5. So the modern players would prefer here bishop d3. This is the more correct approach. Bishop d3, castle, and then if knight comes, I will hit. So bishop d3 is the best move according to the data modern players. But he played bad. Take, and now he took it. The idea normally the bishop is here at g7 and castle. Whole psychology, bishop at f8, g7 castle, black is good. But now that means black has to waste time. Black has to again waste time. So black, he did not do that. Center, destroying the center. Now the position already black better because after he castles and develops, ये निकल गया castle हो गया तो ये आएगा. This is the main problem that White did not focus on this aspect. You cannot exploit the weakness of king side. White is underdeveloped now. If see, no hurry. He is developing the pieces. Now the rook is ready to come. Then rook g7 and everything is good. Now ready. Now e5. Black has taken the initiative. So the judgment to take the bishop into h6 was not correct. Attack लग जाएगा. Abhi he will get attack. For you see active. I am now he is attacking this point. So don't. There are two choices. This is passive move. This is aggressive move. So I will play this. 4 attacks. Bishop into is bad. वो पिन में रहेगा तुम. So take. मारना पड़ेगा. रुक into. मारना पड़ेगा. नहीं तो मेट हो जाएगा. So force check. तो ये गया. Is gone. Very passive pieces. Abhi, it is not about the pawn. The king itself is in danger because the pawn is watching this, the bishop is watching this. The king in danger. एक ही move है तो उसको खींचो. जाओ. Rook enter the rook. जाओ. Now enter the bishop. जाओ. Forced है. If you go king to b1, rook f1 गणपत हो जाएगा. rf1 is coming. The only move. जाओ. अभी नाइट को बचाओ. नाइट बचता ही नहीं. बचता भी नहीं नाइट. चेक मेट हो जाएगा. चेकमेट हो जाएगा. बात. So the whole point is the player should not neglect the weakness, the mobility of center pawn. That is the main thing in many variations. You must have noticed the black gives exchange sack here. It's just mobility. Many times in the variation, I mean here in this position, black gives exchange sack, rook into knight to get e4, e5, e4. Okay, Venkatesan, take care. Bye. So, Parvat Thakkar. I must tell you what to do for that. So I will tell you here, knight h6, knight h6. This is bad. You do not have to punish. आपको you do not need to take activity. You just come here, plus minus. The position is plus minus. This is a bad move. For example, मैंने आपको दो गेम दिखाना चाहता हूँ. ग्रीसचुक. तो पहला गेम में आया pawn into bishop into intermediary move. Now pawn into. Now just bishop b5. Idea. See, I can defend. Now you if you come here, the pawn is falling. So interference. Now knight into pawn is bad. If you invite knight into, then queen h5 is coming. You can recover. You can get a pawn by allowing my Russian knight on e5. Russian knight and queen f5. Queen h5 that comes. So ये गलत है. तो उसने आया रूक g8. चलो कैसल किया. अब आया. बात एक ही है. इधर या उधर कुछ फर्क नहीं. मारा. तो अटैक. तो डिफेंड करो. तो किया डिफेंस. तो रुक आया. अभी थ्रेट है. अभी थ्रेट है नाइट इंटू पॉन का. थ्रेट. तो थ्रेट बचाया. द होल पॉइंट इज आपके पास चार चार एक्टिव पीस है. दो नाइट रूक एंड क्वीन. कुछ तो होगा. कुछ तो होना चाहिए. So you should consider knight into pawn winning. But This is the point is defended by queen. Knight into pawn will win. Idea rook into rook e6 check. But deflect the queen. So knight into bishop, maro, game khatam. Knight into bishop. It is finished. Party finished. मारो अभी नाइट इंटू पॉन मारो मारेगा तो रुक इंटू चेक दो तो दो अभी तो किंग नहीं हटेगा रुक मरेगा तो बिशप आएगा तो व्हाट यू शुड डू नाउ द सिंपलेस्ट ट्विस्ट सिंपल ट्विस्ट जस्ट डबल तो ये आएगा अभी हो गया 12 का भाव में जाएगा yes even intermediate player would be afraid to castle in that position. So here, this is the point. Bishop d3 is simply a killer in this. Don't play knight h6. आपको अभी knight h6 को मारना क्या जरूरी है? Simple bishop d3 exclamation mark exclamation ready to castle. So after cd bishop h6 and finish plus minus. And this does not work. Queen b6. Okay, in another game it happened bishop d3. So he played pawn into now knight f5. So just eliminate the knight. Now white has advantage of two type. One, lead in development. I am going to castle quickly. He is still behind. Number two, the structure is bad. White has a good center. Black has bad pawn structure, and white is having lead in development. Now I want to harass. The knight is doing nothing here. Now knight will do a good job coming this point. No g5. This is normal. I don't want to play dd2 or losing a pawn. Not losing a pawn, then queen b6 comes. So here simple. The king is safe after g3 or king g1 and very safe. Plus minus. You cannot take that pawn. If you take that pawn into, then I will bring knight, I will bring bishop. ये तो जाएगा. You cannot take that. If you take knight into pawn or bishop into, bd2 will come, knight d3 will come. चला जाएगा. So he comes knight. Cannot take that pawn still. Okay, how should white play now? The position is plus minus. Mickey Adams, so he played rook. Idea, now rook is on third rank. Sacrifice will come now. Okay, the simple threat, he wants to play knight into. You cannot take pawn into and queen a4 will win. The simple threat I am giving, knight into, only move will be reasonable move. Then queen will come. So king has to move. मारने से भी जाएगा. So if you play bishop बचाना चाहिए. Forced all over. Because after move, he will not be able to defend two threats, b6 and b7. Anyway, queen a6 also the same thing. This rook b6, so वो दोनों दोनों नहीं बचे. So it is a simple thing. A player should normal logical. आपको बस bishop d3 खेलना है. Knight h6 को simple move. White is better. So bishop e3, b3, check, d5, threat on the pawn. Now actually you can play bishop g2. You can play bishop g2, no problem. Now pawn into. So this rook is under attack. So he gives a check. Bishop d2. Now how should black play now? Obviously, knight d2 is not a good move. It's a bad move because bishop c3 will come. It will give trouble. It will give trouble. Maybe knight d5 will come. So here, what should black do now? Please think. I will come right back. Think. How should black play now? The rook is under attack. So I have not got answer yet. I have not got answer yet. The point is now this is under attack. This is under attack. So you have a pawn. That means this can come. That means I win a pawn. There is no time. No time because I will play pawn push and then it is clear big advantage. Big advantage. Now you take the queen, new queen is coming. After this, so many things will be under attack. Knight under attack, so he goes bishop, queen. Now he traps the queen. Doesn't matter. And now I'm winning. Simply rook up. Simply one rook extra. Over. That means you should be very, very careful when a pawn on the 5th, 6th rank and captures are coming. This is very important. You should not ignore a pawn's advanced pawn in your camp. So very, very important. Queen takes pawn. Hardik Chanyara. Okay, queen takes pawn. Okay, this move, but don't you think this is better? On queen into pawn, it is possible, but in this position, the queen will be wrong place. For example, if you play queen into pawn, what I can do? I can take bishop into bishop. I can take bishop into bishop. And now if you take it, I will take bishop into bishop. So this will be not that great. Not that great. Because here it is better to play cb3 and the threat is too much. Threat is too much. Okay. So I will go to the next one. check. Now I will tell you these are bad moves. Even this is very bad. If you play this, this is also very bad because of bishop. Giving into trouble, unnecessary problems. So here the correct move is to play bishop to d2 and black will come back. Then white castle. Black can play even queen here. It doesn't matter. In any case, he will just castle. White is little better. White is little better. But here, bad move. You should play normal moves. This is standard moves. So this is bad. Bad. Now, black plays c5. Naturally, black has an active position. Now knight. Now he realizes that knight is misplaced. There is pressure here. Now you cannot release the knight back. So it takes knight. Pressure. Black is just bringing pressure on these points. The bishop is already watching. The pawn is already watching. So he wants to free. Now black already got better game. Question mark. Do not leave the center. Now what threat you are giving? This is not a threat also because this is supported. I am not worried. So there is no threat and it is poorly placed. And you have to notice a change in the diagram. What is the change in a diagram? The knight is watching this point. When you come here, now the knight is not watching. That means this is a target for me. I can get a tempo, I can get a tempo, I can get a tempo. So, what should you do now? Sorry. The whole point is knight tempo is better because this is a direct threat and this is an indirect threat. This is a direct threat, and this is an indirect threat. Watch out. Now, white should realize the game has become very bad. Okay, the position is bad, but how bad it is? He should play e3 and surrender the exchange. अभी मारो अपने ये क्यों करे हाँ ये भी कर सकता है सीधा मार भी सकता है ये भी करो या मारो but in any case black is exchange up so not even a pawn तो e3 कर देना चाहिए था उसको e3 करके exchange दे के खेलना चाहिए था but who will like to give material उसने बचाया तो अटैक अगेन उसने बचाया खत्म exchange anyway exchange is gone अभी रू खिलाएगा तो गया सो हियर क्वीन c2 मारेंगे तो चेक देगा और किंग f2 नाइट चेक ऊपर आया तो मेट हो जाएगा ऊपर आया खींच खींच के मेट हो जाएगा पक्का पक्का मेट हो जाएगा नाउ अभी आपको ये चेक चाहिए बस ऑल यू नीड इज अ चेक तो रूप चेक मारो चेक किंग h4 आओ मेट so you cannot come up you cannot queen into नहीं मार सकता है that means हटेगा रूप तो हो गया ना एक्सचेंज गया so a player should not leave the center it is unnecessary ये गेम में क्यों खेला there are unnecessary move अभी एक तो ये यहाँ से this is a stupid move you have to play the standard normal move white is better and plus equal I will tell you psychology Ullman, you know why Ullman? All the non-Soviet players, they were afraid the Russians knew better opening. Their preparation is much better than others. So they wanted to avoid the theory. That is a very bad psychological drawback. Even if your opponent is Carlson or Anand, play the main line. Don't do this is something stupid. This is something stupid like that. So just BD2 standard move. अभी क्वीन इज 7 या मारो एंड कैसल करो कैसल व्हाइट इज प्लस इक्वल दैट्स ऑल तो ऊपर से एक और ये मिस्टेक Now unnecessary capture, unnecessary move, unnecessary capture. So again leaving. This is just bad. I will show you another one. This is black is Grandmaster Janos Plus, very good Grandmaster, very good author also. Written a fantastic book, Planning in Chess. And boy, White is a very young boy, not Jaron Pickett. The position I would say White is slightly better. I'll flip the board. Now the idea knight e2, so that the pawn is free. Knight e2, castle e4. The threat, White is giving a threat. Now what is the point of b6? He wants to play bishop a6 and knight coming here to go after the pawn. और वो pawn normally जाएगा, क्यों? उसके पास रिजर्व भी है, ये नाइट यहाँ से यहाँ आ सकता है, यानी कि ये pawn जाएगा. So but in return for the pawn, White has center and attacking chances. So he should now play e4. Idea, now if you play two moves, I will have f4, e5, f5. Now if you play like this, I will have f4 with a very quick attack. Now this is coming, all this is coming very quickly. So this is actually, now there is no time. आपके पास इतना time नहीं है. Now for example, when you play e4, the correct move is to play knight e8. This is the correct move. Why knight e8? To meet f4 with f5. अभी f4 खेला तो f5 खेलना. This will give equal chances. The chances are roughly equal. Anatoly Karpov has defended this. So this is no problem for black. This is how his game should continue. But he played here knight e8 and now d5. This is bad. Now you should continue. You should continue f4. You should continue castle. But this is not your strategy is to attack. You are only helping black to go. This black's target is this. You are helping black to go to the right place. Bad move. So knight. अभी टेम्पो मिला, टेम्पो पे टेम्पो. So you will defend. Threat. Idea, I want to now play knight coming to attack, third attack. कैसा बचाएगा? नहीं बच पाएगा. Knight. Now pawn into. If you play pawn into, rook e8 is too much. f4, rook e8, f5 आएगा, rook e8. So you have to take other way. That means take and c4. ये तो माइनस हो गया. b3 square, e4 point. Gone. ये गया, ये तो गया, 12 का भाव में जाएगा. So this is the problem. You should not go away from your strategy. The whole variation is जो है, whole variation is designed to attack. White has got bishop pair and pawn center. Pawn center. तो आपका प्लान ऐसा होना चाहिए, pawn push and pawn push and attack. ये होना चाहिए. Knight e2 and knight e2 आएगा. Idea knight can always join. But you cannot play against that. The d5 move is a self move. I would give this move a dubious move, a dubious, doubtful move. So what should attack? For example, let us say black is a grandmaster. White gets attack in the variation. I believe this is quite good. e4. Now castle. So next move f4. f4. अभी ये टाइम नहीं है, ये सब खेलने को टाइम नहीं है. ये जाएगा गेम, ये जाएगा. I was white, I crushed one IM. 2 IM को मैं जीता है. I beat 2 IMs in the line as white. So I will show you that game maybe. So here this is bad. Black has defended correctly. Grandmaster Kampora has played the opening correctly. So we is stopping. So here, if you play ND6, I will get a pawn into pawn. And after knight into pawn, bishop takes and get a good game. I will give the exchange for initiative. Initiative के लिए exchange दे दे. So yes, yes, possible था, but in the actual game he did not play this. He played in the game D6. Okay, D5. Now pawn into forced, and he took the initiative. After you play rook into, I will take and queen g4. Knight आएगा. This is too much. Rather 3 much. This is just bad. So rook into नहीं, not possible. Not possible rook into. तो knight से मारा तो take. अभी मार नहीं सकता है. Queen g4 आएगा. मारेगा तो queen g4. This is plus. We cannot take the pawn. It is a killer. The pawn is joining. Bishop d5 coming. Killer. तो ये लाइन ठीक है. अटैक लग जाएगा. e4. Knight e2, e4. So going after the pawn. Idea going after the. So he comes here. So open the position, open the line. Tempo. Forced. Now pressure on f5. Forced. You cannot surrender. This will, any capture will invite white pieces into the game. Plus minus. Now e5, e6. Plus. इतना टाइम नहीं वो pawn मारेगा. Because after, if you take bishop into pawn, this white stands little better. Not much, little better. Okay. So here this is the correct move, but in the actual game he played queen and lost very quickly. Because after this, the sacrifice. Rook into rook is just losing. Rook into queen into rook comes d6 check. So he takes. Now pressure. Take 2 times on e8. Queen d7. Queen g3 threat. Forced. Queen देना पड़ेगा. Queen देना पड़ेगा. अभी क्या है? This is just bad. Queen for 3 pieces but uncoordinated pieces. So check. Then bishop आएगा. जाएगा. You will lose material. Next queen f5 check. अभी कहीं भी गया तो queen f5 check और एक piece गया. Knight जाएगा. So the pressure is there. So I would like you to see that this line is not bad. ये देखो. a3 take. Now knight e2. Now e4. If you play normal moves like b6, I will play e4. So this is not a good move. Not good move. You can win a pawn also, open the game for white bishops. Bad move. Right. Now this is bad. If you play defend it, it is bad. I will take, rook into. No. The knight is not there. So I will not do. I will not do that. I thought my knight is at g3. This is not working. Sorry. So here, this is good. Already gunning. Already 1, 2 are watching. There is a gun. आ गया. अटैक लग जाएगा. ना queen h7, knight f5 आएगा. Lost. He resigns. After the move queen into, queen check. ये move knight आ गया. अटैक डिफेंड कहाँ से करेगा? How will he defend? If you come here, check, maybe check, and maybe here, maybe we spawn. No, I think I have to give a check. Check is necessary. Yeah. How do I finish this game? This is, should be all right. You cannot take. You cannot take. Now tempo is coming. It should finish. Okay. I believe so. No, no, no. This would not be the right way. So here, I think the check should be all right. The check should be all right. You have to pull the king. Otherwise, pawn into के बाद भाग जाता है. You have to pull. Then you have to think now. I need my rook to join. I think all you need is just simple move. Simple move. Next rook is coming. That's all. You cannot take with the pawn. You cannot take with the queen, and the rook is joining. It will be a disaster. That's all. So, Ketul Kumar, how are you? So ये line अच्छा है. This is a good line, and I won two games. I showed you, but maybe I can show you once more here. Same line है इसीलिए. Normally, I don't like to show my game, better grandmaster game, but it is easy when you have played. It is easy to remember. As an example, here blocker, Calvin blocker, BD3, knight E2, if castle E4 is more accurate, but it was played in 1984. I was not knowing so much theory at that time. Today I know that E4 is the correct move, but I just did not know. I played castle, and now E4. Now E4, my opponent should have played knight back to meet F4 with F5. This is the correct way to play. But he ignored my attack. He ignored. Then F4. White attack is coming. White attack is coming. F5. The next threat is F6. So it takes, but now knight. No need to take the pawn. The knight enters, it will total destruction. I will have 4 5 pieces in attack. A decisive tempo. Push. I think he should resign because now this threat is too much. This threat is too much, and the rook is indirectly watching. So taking the pawn, he will get mated. Now I'm giving a threat. There is no way to stop the pawn. Taking the pawn, he will get mated only. The check. Now rook takes, check. You come here, it's a mate. You come here, rook check is coming. Queen check is coming. So I think it is mating. I think queen into pawn is the correct move to mate. Queen into pawn. And now here, rook into rook. Here, bishop check will lead to mating attack. So he cannot take the pawn. He cannot take it. So in the game he played pawn d3. So now again you cannot take. Knight h6 is mating. So only move. And this mate threat and one piece rook up. There is a mate threat, and I am going to pick the pawn, one whole rook up. The next game, my opponent was more seasoned. I am. Uh, what was his name? I will tell you. What was his name? Uh, I am from Sweden. I am from Sweden. It is 2010, I guess. 2010. 2010. Mark Quinn. The Swedish I am. Mark Quinn. Now this position is also not true because the pressure from center is gone. White center. Now E4 pawn is easily vulnerable. Vulnerable. Gone. अभी pawn recover कर नहीं सकता है. अभी recover नहीं होगा. मार मार के tempo खत्म हो गया. Already white is better because knight is out of the game and now I will recover and this is a bad position. You cannot take it. Queen f3 is coming. So the only move this plus. Now he is trying for some this simple move. I grab another pawn. Fisher said, "You be ruthless. Opponent offering material. If you see he cannot punish you, just take it. Where is the punishment? Show me. Show me the punishment. One push. एक check के लिए. अभी you want to give for one check after no check position. Or what about this? What about e4? So check is nothing. हो गया का. कोई अटैक नहीं कुछ नहीं. सीधा pawn down. नेक्स्ट बिशप आएगा क्वीन आएगा कुछ नहीं होगा होपलेस पोजीशन bad move actually the position one extra pawn technically winning position so a player of Karpov style will simply play rook king there is nothing left nothing no plan is available easily simple technical win but I was ambitious to go like this quickly anyway I won the game but doesn't matter okay Mark Quinn game, the position is winning. I kept on playing bad moves, even blundered, but luck was with me that day. That day, the luck was with me. For example, I blundered. See, after rook f5, he played this. How I blunder, you see. Now, knight into pawn. A blunder, knight into pawn. But you need to luck in the game. So I won the game even after blunder. So now he cannot defend. After the pawn is lost, two pass pawns. Once this is gone. अभी this is too slow. ये गया खत्म हो जाए चेक आइडिया रुक चेक ड्राइव द किंग रुक चेक मारो मेरा बिशप टेक माय बिशप हो गया अब ये कोई नहीं ये नाइट पीछे 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 ये दो पास पान नाइट को कोई स्क्वायर नहीं है अभी क्या खत्म अब ये भी मारेगा सब कुछ मारेगा नाइट आ रही है सो आई वाज लकी इवन आफ्टर द ब्लंडर white is little better. This variation is strong variation compared to queen f5. This is bad. This is bad. This is probably best. Karokan जैसा. It will be game like Karokan. Karokan structure. नमस्कार चितबाबू हाँ अहमदाबाद अच्छी गोटे क्लास चली आपन को गोटे 20 मिनट कर 20-25 मिनट आगे आगे मु फोन करी आगे so here now d4 well is you have to see notice that queen is exposed so once I get a tempo the center I will get full control of center white will get full control so black must stop them You see C6 or A6. I would prefer to play A6. Why? Because black's plan could keep the square for the knight. A6 is the correct. Now if you play knight, he will play knight. Now if you play bishop, he will play bishop, and he will castle quickly. This is a reasonable plan. White is marginally better in this position. White is definitely better. Maybe I can play three, so my queen can come immediately actively. So white is better, but here bad move, bad move. You should not ignore the center. Now the whole point is knight and tempo. C4 आ जाएगा. This check is another goal. This will be another self goal. So here C4. Now white has taken seized the center. Center क्या है? कुछ नहीं. सेंटर भी है, टेम्पो भी है, प्लस. This is very bad position. So a lesson a player should take that you cannot ignore such maneuver. This now. Now this threat one should not ignore. Coming here then take center. आपको ये A6 खेलना जरूरी है, नहीं तो C6 खेलो, ये भी चलेगा. एटलीस्ट डोंट अलाउ द नाइट B5. C6 में नाइट का प्रॉब्लम है, so A6 is better. So typical reasons for losing. I am showing that ignoring center, not a good idea. Now this game I selected because there is a theme here. Objectively, you can, if you want to play knight f3, s3 is the one. S3, so that no bishop g4. S3, then maybe you will play g6, knight f3, no bishop g4. ये महत्व अहम, नाइट अहम है, important. So ये खेलना चाहिए. So game में anyway he played knight, now bishop, now queen. This is advantage for white. But let me tell you, the correct move order modern theory is giving suggestion after queen d6, d4, knight f6, bishop d3. The reason I want to exploit the queen's position. I want to come here with the help of my knight. But why block the bishop? If you there, then the bishop will start crying. This bishop will start crying. Huh? You are ignoring me, बोलता है. So that is why play bishop to d3. Next knight e2, and tempo आएगा. And if you play bishop, push. Now fantastic position. White has got various moves and tempo. Jabardast position. So this is how you should play. Okay, this is the important way to develop your pieces. And now maybe whatever you do, you come here also, bishop f4. Now you go here, here, this, and now queen d2 with a great advantage. Or you can go here, self goal. This is another bad move. You do, I will play a3, and after taking bishop here, ये trap हो गया, trap हो जाएगा. So queen d8 is necessary. After queen d8, queen d2 and long castle. He will just castle long and start offense. Okay. So game continued normal. I will skip the opening. Let's go to the game. Even after exchange queens, white is strong, very strongly placed. Now the point is white has bishop pair, superior pawn structure, control of the file, better center, better pawn structure, better control of open line, and better development and better player. So fully developed. शोक हो गया. Now rook d7 is coming. तो मारना मजबूर हो गया. मारो. So knight you cannot allow rd7. अभी द पोजीशन में कुछ भी बचा नहीं है. अभी एक दो तीन क्वीन साइड मेजोरिटी, दो बिशप है, हाथ में फाइल है, व्हाट बचा क्या है? एंड वर्ल्ड चैंपियन है. वर्ल्ड चैंपियन के पास तुम इतना एडवांटेज देगा, कहां बचेगा? सो स्टार्ट b4 a4 a5 b4 b4 a4 b4. If you cannot exchange the rook. After exchanging the rook, the g4, this pawn will queen very fast. You cannot exchange rook. ये जुगजुआंग है. Now this is a जुगजुआंग. rook exchange नहीं होगा because of pawn g4 and fast queening. और नाइट नहीं हिलता नहीं. ये नाइट नहीं आता है, नहीं आता है. ऑल कंट्रोल बाय व्हाइट. It is a Tara's formula. A piece down, practically piece down, and rook cannot be exchanged. जुगजुआंग. अभी वापस टाइम पास करो तो मैं आएगा किंग. नहीं, मैं किंग यहां से आऊं या आ सकता है, यहां से भी आ सकता हूं. ये यहां से आओ, यहां से आओ. टाइम पास करेगा किंग. आओ, अभी खत्म हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट मूव once king comes g4 and easily winning. King comes to f2 followed by g4. So the whole point is a player should not play such passive lines and lose. The correct move, modern theory, as I told you, this is the best line. This bd3. I want my knight e2 and bishop f4. तो अभी कुछ भी करेगा. Bishop g4 is not good. f3, knight e2 plus minus plus equal guaranteed. Only white can play for a win. Black cannot do anything. देखते हैं बिशप d3 का. I will see some top players games. Top players games. Who are the players? Garibhai Kasparov. Oh, he hammered Rogers. He hammered Rogers. ये सीधा a6 को और पनिश किया. प्लस माइनस कुछ भी नहीं बचा है ब्लैक के पास. तो एफिमेंको इसको धो डाला है. प्लस माइनस. You play knight d7, then knight check will come. And d7 is not possible. Plus. So this line is simply bishop d3 line is simply plus for white. bf4. कितना डेवलपमेंट है. बोरिस भाई संचेंको. f3. I would rather play f3. This is more correct because after you retreat here or here, I need to. So I leave this line. I leave this. इधर गया वो. White is better. I want to exploit the exposed position of black queen. Bad move. Whatever you do, it is bad. So I cannot criticize. Perhaps he should go away, queen b6, run away. But that is already bad. And now into the king's position. खत्म हो गया. Take. Creating a tactical target. White queen 3 move हुआ है. White queen has made 3 moves and there is already a tactical target. तो खत्म हो गया. Knight into pawn threat. Check. Knight into pawn. I am not giving 2 rook. After the move, queen check, free queen. Queen is free. Not even one pawn. So this whole variation, it is not good. Okay, I will show one more game. Uh, one more variation. I think I showed you already. हो गया है. Okay, ये दिखाऊंगा अब. Accelerated dragon. Now there are this variation I already discussed. White is little better. After bishop c4, there are three choices. You can play d6. After you can play a5 or you can play d5. All this I have discussed. But let us say he plays now f3. This is also interesting, but unclear position comes. Unclear position comes. Okay, so he comes castle. This is the bad. This is not good. Okay, let me show you. He comes here and now knight into, now pawn into. If you play knight into pawn into is back better. After this move, he takes. And this is bad position already. The position castle is bad, is broken. Mating attack आ जाएगा. This you need a finish. Okay, I want to ask you how to finish this game. Black to play and win. How to finish this game? Show me a win for black. Samir Khan says bishop a6. It is interesting because bishop is defending, but don't you think this is better? Now, is this idea, what happen if you take it, Samir, you are right, but he can play this. He will give a resistance. Next move will bring queen. So this is a direct way, direct, directly. Now you cannot hide. Now if there is, I want to exchange. You can't do that. So he comes, bishop, and now after this move, he gives up. The threat is knight in. Now if you come here, bishop here and here, the difference, I will play knight in. Over. Party finish. Party finish. So, but I will tell you, ये it is not that it is f3 is not bad. It is not bad. Now he comes castle. Now bishop, no, f3. This is the theoretical line. But f3 you castle. You don't have to do queen d2. You don't have to do. The position you can play normal. What is the main idea? Black wants to come d5. But with what strength? The knight is the one supporting d5 square. That means you should not allow d5. So g4. This is the good move. अभी d5 में सीधा पहुंच जाएगा. That means if I play, which is normally a pattern white goes in Yugoslav attack, the white's plan is what? White wants to play queen d2 castle. The strategic moves are to play g4, h4, h5, take. These are the plan. So G4 is one step forward for that strategy and is stopping D5. G4, I will not allow. I cannot stop it, but I will win material. Winning material. So this is the correct move. In this move, because of this, he got a free hand. फ्री हैंड तो G4 खेलना चाहिए. देखो G4 में गेम खत्म हो जाए, खत्म नहीं, एडवांटेज आ जाएगा. सॉरी, आई शुड नॉट से. आई विल शो यू कपल ऑफ गेम्स. G4, Ramakrishna and Clara, Bishop E6 is correct answer. So Queen A5. तो D5 नहीं आ रहा है, तो काय को आया? अभी ND5 का थ्रेट आएगा बाद में. So you cannot play D5, G5 आ जाएगा. It's very slow now. Even a move like knight B3 is also plus. Knight B3 also technical plus. बिकॉज क्वीन B4 में ट्रैप हो जाएगा. अभी क्वीन B4 A3 में क्वीन B4 खेलेगा, A3 में क्वीन ट्रैप, और यहाँ आएगा टेम्पो पे टेम्पो. G5 ND5, दिस इज ऑल्सो प्लस. G5, चलो भाई ब्रदर, चलो पीछे जाओ. सो पीछे पीछे कितना पीछे जाओगे? तो ये दिस इज करेक्ट मूव. G4. नाउ D6. चलो ये कैंसल करो, चलो ये आ जाओ. आगे कुछ भी नहीं, जस्ट प्लान फॉर अटैक. कुछ नहीं है, ऑल दिस इजी अटैक. In Sicilian dragon, normally the king is here and there are a lot of things. कुछ नहीं है अभी. No strategic plan. Exchange sack. अभी वो exchange sack मारेगा. मारो मारो, exchange sack मारो, खत्म. पीस चला जाएगा. मारा. This is a common tag. G5 हो गया, खत्म. So the whole point is, ये जो लाइन है आपको बहुत केयरफुल खेलना चाहिए. यहाँ पर मैकेनिकल क्वीन D2 माइनस हो जाएगा, क्वीन D2 के बाद माइनस हो जाएगा, D5 आ जाएगा. Okay, so G4, it is really powerful move. Okay, so here let us have a look at the game. G4 ये आया, तो queen D2 आया, ये कुछ नहीं. This is all weak moves, no threat, one-sided play. It is just going one-sided. खत्म. थ्रेट है, बिशप F6 थ्रेट है, बिशप F6 थ्रेट है. पहला मैं मेट करेगा. फर्स्ट आई विल मेट. रुक इनटू C3, क्वीन E6 चेक आएगा. NE6, NE7, NF6. एंड गेम खेलना है, पॉन डाउन. So friends, I would like to discuss tomorrow some analysis of practical end games. Practical end games. Because बहुत सारी opening हुआ है. So Ramakrishna, I will do that Catalan later. I will do Catalan because opening में भी बोर हो जाता हूँ. It is actually, I like middle game. I like to discuss end game. There is a lot of nice things to know and learn. And while I prepare, I enjoy those games also. Now selecting for you, I like to see, then I enjoy those. But opening is so boring actually. Anyway, I will do that Catalan for white, but later. Tomorrow, my topic will be analysis of practical endgames. I have shown you a lot of theoretical endgames. So tomorrow, top players games I will analyze some practical endgames and taking advantage of a small plus or defending a little inferior position, counter attack. In any case, okay. So तब तक सबको मेरा नमस्कार. We'll see you tomorrow morning 9:30. Bye.